Communicating underwater is challenging. Light and odors don't travel well, so it's hard for animals to see or smell. But sound moves about 4 times faster in water than in air. So in this dark environment, marine mammals often rely on vocalization to communicate. That's why a chorus of sounds fills the ocean. Clicks, pulses, whistles, groans, boings, cries, and trills, to name a few. But the most famous parts of this underwater symphony are the evocative melodies, or songs, composed by the world's largest mammals, whales. Whale songs are one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the animal kingdom. Only a few species are known to sing: blue, fin, bowhead, minke whales, and of course, humpback whales. These are all baleen whales, which use hairy baleen plates instead of teeth to trap their prey. Meanwhile, toothed whales do use echolocation, and they and other species of baleen whales make social sounds, such as cries and whistles, to communicate. But those vocalizations lack the complexity of songs. So how do they do it? Land mammals like us generate sound by moving air over our vocal cords when we exhale, causing them to vibrate. Baleen whales have a U-shaped fold of tissue between their lungs and their large inflatable organs, called laryngeal sacs. We don't know this for sure because it's essentially impossible to observe the internal organs of a living, singing whale, but we think that when a whale sings, muscular contractions in the throat and chest move air from the lungs across the U-fold and into the laryngeal sacs, causing the U-fold to vibrate. The resulting sound resonates in the sacs like a choir's singing in a cathedral, making songs loud enough to propagate up to thousands of kilometers away. Whales don't have to exhale to sing. Instead, the air is recycled back into the lungs, creating sound once more. One reason whale songs are so fascinating is their pattern. Units like moans, cries, and chirps are arranged in phrases. Repeated phrases are assembled into themes. Multiple themes repeated in a predictable pattern create a song. This hierarchical structure is a kind of grammar. Whale songs are extremely variable in duration, and whales can repeat them over and over. In one recorded session, a humpback whale sang for 22 hours. And why do they do it? We don't yet know the exact purpose, but we can speculate. Given that the singers are males, and they mostly sing during the mating season, songs might be used to attract females. Or perhaps they're territorial, used to deter other males.
Now that we've learned a little bit about how baleen whales communicate, let's listen to a few and see what it looks like on the spectrogram. First, we're going to look at the blue whale, and you'll notice that for the frequencies that they're singing it, it's mostly at the bottom. As you can see, the brighter spots are at the bottom and not at the top. Let's give it a listen. Whoa, very low. Let's go ahead and go to the other call. The next one we're going to listen to is the humpback whale. So you notice that it starts a little bit higher, kind of towards the middle of the spectrogram, but then falls into that lower range that is mostly consistent with the baleen whales. Yes, much on the higher level of the spectrogram for that one. This one was much, much lower, as you can see on this. The last one we're going to look at is the fin whale. Let's give it a listen. Now this one is very low. As you can see, it may look that it's higher up on the spectrogram, but if we look at the scale here, it's only going from 0 to 40 hertz, which is very, very low. If we go back to a different one, let's say the humpback whale, then you'll notice it goes from 0 up to 5 kilohertz, which is going to be much, much higher. So that is how you read the spectrogram, and that is a little bit about the baleen whales. Let's see what kind of songs you can create.